In this video, we are going to cover how to conduct a literature search. The information covered in this video will be useful to you as you complete the literature review assignment, as well as other assignments moving forward. The skills you will learn in this video are going to be crucial to you as you work toward becoming a psychological scientist. To begin, you first want to navigate over to the Oviatt Library webpage. You can do that by simply Googling Oviatt Library, or going directly to library.csun.edu. Once there, you'll notice that the home page has a search option for you. If you type something in here, you will get a broad view of what the library has to offer. Instead, however, I would recommend that you use the Find Articles by Subject link. Go ahead and click here, and you'll see that the library has done a great job separating out the various search engines by field for you. Obviously, for us, the most relevant is going to be psychology. However, there might be instances in which some of these other search engines will be useful to you as well. For example, suppose you are interested in looking up information on childhood aggression. The Child and Adolescent Development link here might help you locate articles that aren't covered in the psychology databases here. But for now, let's navigate over to psychology. Here you can see that the librarians have also helped to identify which databases are the most commonly used. For us, PsycInfo should be sufficient. But remember that these other databases are here in the case that you need to broaden your search. Once you click on the PsycInfo link, you'll either be directly linked to this website here, or you will have to first verify that you are a CSUN user by typing in your CSUN ID and your CSUN password. I've already entered that information, so I linked directly to the database. Now you will see the database search engine. Here you can type in anything you might be interested in to locate scientific publications relating to that topic. Suppose, for example, you are interested in cyberbullying. If you were to do a search just like this one and click the search button, this would return to you any article that contains the word cyberbullying anywhere in the article. However, you can use some of these drop-down menus to further narrow your search. Suppose, for example, that you want to find articles where cyberbullying appears in the title. Then you would select title here and then click search. You can also compound your search criteria by adding other search terms. Suppose you want to do a search of cyberbullying in adolescents. This would be that search. And what you see here is that the search returned 18 results. The database will give you anything that meets the criteria by which you searched. You can narrow or broaden your search, and the number of results will change accordingly. You may want to start broad and then narrow down. Once you find a publication that sounds interesting to you, you can click on the link and read the abstract. The abstract here tells you basically what the article is about. Now let's say you actually want to read the full publication. You can click on Find Text here, and the library will tell you whether or not we have that particular publication and whether we have it in electronic format, and what other publications might be relevant for you given your interest in this particular publication. Here we can see that our library actually has a copy of this electronically available. Down here you can see other articles that might be relevant to you given that you've searched for this article. If you click here, you'll gain access to an electronic copy of this article. Here you can save a copy of the PDF or read the article in full here and decide whether or not it's an article that you're interested in. I'm going to go ahead and close these windows and go back to our original search. Suppose that I want to broaden my search and include anything that contains the term cyberbullying. Here, if you do a search, you'll see that there are now 141 results as opposed to 18. You can continue refining your searches, including other search terms that you might be interested in as you learn more about the literature. These are the basic steps that are necessary to conduct a literature search. But before you complete the literature review assignment, I have a few helpful tips. First, all of the assignments from class are designed to build on each other. Although it is early to commit to a topic that you will study for your independent research projects, I would think seriously about what you might want to study before completing the literature review assignment. If you pick a topic and stick to it over the weeks, the final project will be much easier to complete because you will have done a lot of the legwork and reading. Along those lines, I would also strongly recommend playing around and exploring some of the different things that the library has to offer and some of the other topics that might be of interest to you. That might be helpful to you in terms of coming up with ideas on what you want to study for your independent research projects. Finally, I would strongly recommend that you save any electronic copy of the articles you find. If you end up doing the project on the topic related to this search, for instance, you'll save yourself from having to relocate those articles again and again.